Hi everyone, it's Ella here from Ella Coaching, and I'm a life balance and career coach. Today, I want to talk to you about something I quite often see in coaching conversations and also just discussions with people. And that's really highly capable people suddenly feeling unsure about their direction in life. They maybe have built careers, successful careers, maybe multiple careers. They've got families, they hold lots of responsibilities, and on the outside, everything looks fine. But inside, they're thinking things like, I don't know what I want anymore, or I'm not sure I can keep doing this for another 15 years. And often, I feel like I've lost my confidence. And the interesting thing is, it's not usually a confidence problem in itself. What's actually happening is a misalignment. So over time, we build our lives around the values and priorities that we had earlier in life. But we change. Life changes us, life experience shapes us. Our energy changes over time, and our priorities evolve as we do through life. But many people never kind of pause long enough to actually reconnect with what actually matters to them now, in this stage of life. So they keep trying to operate inside structures that really were built for a previous version of themselves, some 10, 15, 20, maybe more years ago. And when they do that, that starts to feel sort of uncomfortable, like something has gone wrong. And they maybe even think that they've done something wrong themselves. And so confidence drops, decision making often becomes harder, they start second guessing themselves. But very often the real issue is just simply that what mattered to you all those years ago may not matter most to you now. I'd like to add here that before I share an example, which I will to kind of help this to feel real, is that our values are incredibly personal. We might have some the same as friends or family or colleagues, but there'll often be a different mix, even if there's similar ones in there. And if there's none, that's okay too. Mine will be different from yours. And if you've ever looked at like a list of values that you can get online, various different lists, you'll see that all the values there are things that I would deem as being positive qualities in someone, positive things that they would want to be living their lives against. And so there's no wrong answer here. It's only an individual answer and what matters to you. So, to give the example, then, having said all that, earlier in your career, you might have valued things like progression and proving yourselves. You might have held values related to that really highly in your list. So, things like ambition or determination. They could have been right at the top of your list then. But later in life, you might value things like purpose or balance or flexibility or autonomy in your work. And they might become more important as the years have gone on. Ambition and determination might still feature in your list, but they might be lower down, or they might be no longer there at all, and that's fine. If your environment and your strategies and your behaviours that you're living life by no longer support these newer values, you'll start to feel a tension. And this is exactly why values work can be so powerful. You may, like me, have done values exercises in the past in maybe a work environment, and you might have enjoyed them, or you might actually have seen them as a bit of a kind of tick box exercise where you've kind of written a list and then kind of popped it in the drawer just because you had to during in the training day or whatever. But actually, our values are at the core of us. They're what drive us forward in life. And when you can reconnect with what truly matters to you now, these values, you start to see that decisions can become clearer. Confidence often returns because you're no longer fighting against your internal, against your external way of behaving. You can feel more grounded and calmer. When your values are tested, you actually can stand firm behind them. Boundaries is a really good example of this. So you might have tried to put boundaries in place for various things in life, but when challenged, you may have struggled to keep those boundaries in place. And that's because you might have not really realised why that boundary is so important to you, so you let it wobble. When we're really clear about what matters to us, what's really important to us, we can hold firm on those boundaries. as we know why we're there, we're putting them in place, and we know why they matter to us, so we can really hold them. And this is the thinking behind a new session that I've created called Know What Matters Now. It's a focus coaching session designed to help you reconnect with your core values inside as they are now, so that you can move forward with clarity and confidence in life. If you're curious about this, I'll put the link below, and reach out if you have any questions. I'm always here for a chat. For now, I would like to leave you with a question to kind of get your thoughts on this to start taking place. And that is, what matters more to you now than it would have done 10 years ago? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this on life and career topics, and I'll see you next time.